About 15 years ago, a cute little redhead comes into my office. She's only 10, maybe 11 or 12, my daughter Maggie. And she's got a little brown paper sack with grease soaking through the outside, and I can smell in there, those are peanut butter cookies. She just brings them into my office, sets them down, smiles and says, "Dad, we were at the store today, I knew you'd like these." And she turns around and skips out the barn. Now, I look at the peanut butter cookies, I look at her, but I don't think much about it. I just go ahead and enjoy them. Now, about 4 hours later, it's dinner time. I'm sitting there at the dinner table with the children all around, and all of a sudden, my daughter is sitting there looking at a catalog, and she just keeps looking at these shoes. "Aren't these cute, Dad? Aren't these cute, Dad?" And do you know what I did? I reached over and said, "Honey, let's just get you those shoes." She smiled and said, "Thank you." And all of a sudden I realized I had been had. I looked up at her well-dressed mother and I said, "You taught her that, didn't you?" She goes, "No, she's just a natural." So I want to tell you why I brought this story up is because she used a little process called reciprocity. Well, a few years later, I'm reading a book by Robert Cialdini called The Psychology of Influence. And this is something I recommend that you read because here's what I discovered. Number one, I understood what Maggie did, and that was pretty fascinating. She gave me something without any request for anything in return. Later on, I felt obligated to do something nice for her. Well, in business, we have opportunities to do this all the time, and you've seen it before. The flower cart woman that just hands you one free flower, or the auto mechanic you pull in with a little problem, only takes him 5 minutes, he doesn't write up a ticket, and they know that these little nice things turn into great big good clients and customers down the road. Well, we use this Robert Cialdini system, and he calls this reciprocity. Strongly recommend you read this book. Reciprocity means do something nice for somebody. Later on, they'll do something nice for you. Well, we do these seminars, these QuickBooks Express seminars for free. And here's the reason why. Because it's reciprocity. It's a business philosophy. We do nice things for the business people in our neighborhoods. You know, they've only got one tough question on QuickBooks. It's not that big a deal. If you come in on Thursday morning and sit down with a half a dozen other folks and we're talking about QuickBooks and how to use it the right way so you can have prosperity, then you're going to be very happy. You get up at the end of 2 hours and you go on back to work and it's a good day. But here's something interesting. You know, out of those 6 folks, one's going to turn around to us and say, "Could we be your client?" And that's good news. And here's something interesting. Another one out of the 6 will call us sometime over the next year, and they'll sign up too. We just love this reciprocity thing. Casey Truby, let's keep that cash register ringing.